all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
Hey, if you have ugly yellow toe fungus, you gotta hear about the secret 2-minute trick that I found for my husband. It works from both the inside and the outside. Thousands of people are using it to get rid of their toe fungus. You can check it out at crystalflush.com. Jake started off with a small spot on his big toe and then it spread and got really bad. His toes were nasty. It was so embarrassing. He was afraid to take his socks off. He hid his yellow and crumbly toes from everyone. He tried everything to get rid of it. Nothing helped. And then we found crystalflush.com. It was the only thing that worked. In just a few weeks, his toes looked amazing. He's now walking around barefoot again. You guys need to try this. I'm telling you, this stuff is different. It's not sold in stores, but go check it out at crystalflush.com. They'll even let you try it risk-free so you have nothing to lose. But whatever you do, don't let it get worse. You don't have to live with this anymore. Go check it out now. Just click over to crystalflush.com.
Barbie's main squeeze is back. Barbie star Ryan Gosling reunited with the movie's soundtrack producer Mark Ronson for a Christmas version of their hit song. It's part of Ken the EP, featuring new versions of the original song. It comes just a week after the Barbie soundtrack nabbed nominations for a handful of Golden Globes and Grammys. It could also be up for a coveted Oscar. Those nods are out next month. Monica Ricks, CBS News. A tennis champ has made a valuable donation.
I'm really excited to donate some breast milk that I have left over for my trip in New York.
Serena Williams opening her fridge to reveal dozens of packets of extra breast milk she's given to parents who've adopted or can't make their own. In her post, Williams jokes someone out there is getting some super soldier milk. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Why would I want to do that? Why would I want to buy somebody else's breast milk? What's up with that? Really? Okay. Hey, all right then.
Imprisonment without the possibility of parole. But the judge overruled them and sentenced Rocky to death. It's time for Governor Ivy to pick up her pen and commute Rocky's death sentence before it's too late.
It's time to talk about one of the big myths when you're involved in a car wreck. Many think the insurance company you have your vehicle policy with decides entirely who fixes your car. That is not the case at all. You get to decide who does the repair work on your vehicle. At Chico's Auto Pros, we encourage you to tell your insurance company or adjuster you want a free same-day repair estimate from Chico's Auto Pros, #1 in collision repair. Chico's Auto Pros, better price, better experience, guaranteed.
A holiday message from Jackson Hewitt. 'Twas the yikes before Christmas, and all through the house, not a creature was stirring, except Larry. See, the stockings weren't hung by the chimney with care, 'cause Larry's wallet was empty, with no time to spare. So he went to Jackson Hewitt for a holiday loan, got money so fast, he rejoiced and went home. Avoid the yikes before Christmas. Go to Jackson Hewitt before it's too late. Get up to $1,000 fast, minus the point.
Early refund advance offers eligible clients. Application required. Finance charge applies. Loans by Republic Bank. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Prescriptions require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate restrictions apply. See website for details and important safety information. Subscription required. Price varies based on product.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper, and you can get it online? Just go to hims.com/radio. Get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at up to 95% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, hims.com/radio. That's hims.com/radio for your free online visit. HIMS.com/RADIO.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care, and here's why. Not only is it open enrollment for a lot of people, it's also a time you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, switching to MediShare saves about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. What's more, they like it. MediShare has doubled the member satisfaction rate compared to health insurance. Double. MediShare has proven over 30 years. It's a Christian community of more than 400,000 members. And here's the thing, if you join before December 30th, and you mention the promo code SHARE, you'll get another 10% off all of 2020. 12 months of savings. I'll give you the number here in a second. Call. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. Again, the deadline is December 30th, so call now. You'll save even more. Here's the number: 855.
All right, gotta get my hot chocolate. Got to get my hot chocolate.
855-5151.
You don't have to miss a second of your favorite talk show at home or at work. Listen on your smart speaker, on your Alexa or Google smart home device. News Radio 1440. Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Discover. If you like using debit over credit, should you also get rewarded? Well, now you can with Discover Cashback Debit. It's a checking account that rewards everyone with cashback on everyday purchases with no fees, period. Check out eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashback debit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
It's another very cold morning with temperatures down around the freezing mark, but we're going to rebound nicely today up to about 60 degrees with a mix of sun and cloud. The sky will look very similar to yesterday with light wind around 5 miles per hour. Cold again tonight, but not quite as cold. We're going to only drop into the upper 30s under mostly cloudy skies. A mix of sun and clouds tomorrow into the low 60s and nearing 70 with a good deal of sunshine Saturday before a chance of rain Christmas Day.
That's your First Alert Forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery, and we start out with trouble. It's on 85 southbound at Tuskegee, mile marker 39. The interstate is closed, so please be advised, take an alternate route. 85 southbound, mile marker 39 in Tuskegee. An accident has shut down the interstate. If you see something else out there giving you trouble with traffic, simply contact us. We'll pass that info along. Appreciate your help. Christmas shopping is best in Midtown Plaza. Shop Burlington with incredible values. Eat at Yummy Yak's Midtown Plaza, Ann Street, off of I-85, another great McClinton and Company development. Buckle up, it's the law for Montgomery Skywatch traffic. This is Major Delay.
Good morning, I'm Jed Davis. Here's what's happening in the news on this Thursday. Gas prices are down as 100 million Americans are expected to hit the road this holiday season. AAA says the national average is $3.09 a gallon. That's down from both last month and last year. The average in Alabama is now $2.73 a gallon.
That's pretty good.
Toyota is recalling more than 1 million vehicles for potential short circuit impact on because 2020 through 2022, vehicles like the Avalon, Camry, RAV4, Lexus Highlander, and Sienna Hybrid. The automaker plans to begin notifying owners in February about this recall. The Camellia Bowl kicks off in Montgomery this Saturday at 11 a.m. This game features the Northern Illinois Huskies taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Both teams spent Wednesday night visiting the Legacy Museum in downtown Montgomery. After that, dinner, bowling, and some karaoke. That's your news on this Thursday. I'm Jed Davis for WSFA 12 News.
Find dentist near me.
Right here, ma'am. How can I help?
Wow, no dentist near me? Really?
What? I'm right here. Ma'am, we're a local dentist literally right down the street from. Why is she not seeing us?
Oh, here's one. It's a bit far.
Because you ain't paid enough, that's why.
What in the world? Hello? Can you not see us?
Nope. Because your business is buried deep in the list of local results and is, well, basically invisible. Get a boost with Cumulus Boost. Get found. Get on the map. Learn more at cumulusboost.com.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
With so many mesothelioma lawyers, how do you choose the right firm for you? I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and here's my advice to you. Do your research. Results matter. Reputation matters. Last year alone, our team recovered over $1 billion from our clients. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited.
Call 800-602-2200. That's 800-602-2200. Call now. Want to drive a nicer, newer car, but don't think it's possible? BudgetSaysYes.com. That's BudgetSays.
Miranda Mun.
Partially here for budget cars.
Whoever that is. We appreciate you. Appreciate you. Appreciate you. It's so amazing to be here.
So you can drive a car of your dreams today. Got a car you hate and doesn't work? Think you owe too much on your trade? Have poor credit? No problem.
Dolomite. What in the world is Dolomite?
First, we'll figure out the perfect monthly payment for your budget with as little as $5 down. Then choose the perfect car for you. Finally, you'll get approved. You could be driving home happy in a nicer, newer car today. Don't let past credit problems hold you back. My For the People credit approval process is easy because it works. So don't stay stuck in that old ride. Let us help you drive the car of your dreams today. I'm Matt Parsley. I'm your dealer for the people. Visit us at BudgetSaysYes.com. That's BudgetSaysYes.com. Or call 334-244-9777 today.
Governor Kay Ivey holds in her hand the most powerful pen in Alabama. In our state, the law says no judge can overrule a jury in death penalty cases. Governor Ivey's pen signed that bill into law. But Ivey's pen has left some people behind. People like Rocky Myers, who was already on death row after seriously flawed proceedings. A jury sentenced Rocky to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. But the judge overruled them and sentenced Rocky to death. It's time for Governor Ivey to pick up her pen and commute Rocky's death sentence before it's too late.
Did you know you can get your prescriptions for less at your local pharmacy? You can with GoodRx. It's the free app that can save you money on your medications. Just search for your prescription, choose the pharmacy and the price that works best for you, and then show your GoodRx coupon to your pharmacist at the drop-off counter. GoodRx works at over 70,000 pharmacies, including Walmart, Rite Aid, and Walgreens, and it works whether you have insurance or not. It's easy to save. Next time you drop off your prescription, check GoodRx. To start saving today, go to GoodRx.com. GoodRx is not insurance.
With so many mesothelioma lawyers, how do you choose the right firm for you and your family? I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan, and here's my advice to you. Do your research. Results matter. Reputation matters. Last year alone, our team recovered over $1 billion from our clients. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited.
Call 800-602-2200. That's 800-602-2200. Call now.
Stay up to date with the news any time of day, anywhere you are. Listening to News Radio 1440 on your Alexa. Just say, Alexa, play News Radio 1440. Sometimes you need to reset, refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
Tomorrow morning
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time, believe it or not, to rise and shine once again. For it is once again, one more time, you're on top of the ground and the ground's not on top of you. That, my friends, is a reason to be thankful this morning. Good morning to you. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. It is time for our daily bread, a word from on high, something that'll change your perspective or at least give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. It is December the 21st, 2023. Today's daily bread is simply entitled The Light of Hope, something we all could use. Our scripture insight today comes from Psalms 42. Psalms 42 and 11 reads, "Put your hope in God, for I will yet praise him, my Savior and my God." Govern yourselves accordingly. Good morning again. And again, it is December the 21st. It is a day like all the other days that has never been. And it is a day that will never, ever come again. It is a once in a lifetime deal. And once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to summon it from the past. You don't get to come back and do all the things that you should have done this day that you don't. And you don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, December the 21st, 2023, hopefully, if tomorrow should be, you'll be proud of what you have done. If you have lived a while, you've seen, you've heard many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the mercy and charity and grace of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day that is the first day of the rest of our lives. What are we going to do? Well, whatever we do, hopefully we'll reach back and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard by which you live life, you'll always be successful. Or you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. But you'll never be a failure until you quit. We say give out if you must, rest if you can, but you never, ever give up. You never quit. My mama said nothing beats a failure but a try. One foot in front of the other. Don't ever give up. Benjamin Elijah May said, well, Nelson Mandela said, I never lose. I either learn or I win. How about you? Don't ever give up. Good morning to you. And no matter what happens to you this day, it is still a great day to be alive. The light of hope. That's our daily bread for this day, December the 21st. We'll be back.
Hello, my name is Xochitl Dixon. I'll be sharing a sweet memory in today's encouragement from our daily bread, the light of hope. My mother's shiny red cross should have been hanging next to her bed at the Cancer Care Center, and I should have been preparing for holiday visits between her scheduled treatments. All I wanted for Christmas was another day with my mom. Instead, I was home, hanging her cross on a fake tree. When my son Xavier plugged in the lights, I whispered, "Thank you." He said, "You're welcome." My son didn't know I was thanking God for using the flickering bulbs to turn my eyes toward the ever-enduring light of hope, Jesus. The writer of Psalm 42 expressed his raw emotions to God. He acknowledged his downcast and disturbed soul before encouraging readers with these words: "Put your hope in God, for I will yet praise him, my Savior and my God." Though he was overcome with waves of sorrow and suffering, the psalmist's hope shone through the remembrance of God's past faithfulness. He ended by questioning his doubts and affirming the resilience of his refined faith, asking, "Why, my soul, are you downcast? Why so disturbed within me? Put your hope in God, for I will yet praise him, my Savior and my God." For many of us, the Christmas season stirs up both joy and sorrow. Thankfully, even these mixed emotions can be reconciled and redeemed through the promise of the true light of hope, Jesus. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is Psalm 42. As the deer pants for streams of water, so my soul pants for you, my God. My soul thirsts for God, for the living God. When can I go and meet with God? My tears have been my food day and night, while people say to me all day long, "Where is your God?" These things I remember as I pour out my soul. How I used to go to the house of God under the protection of the Mighty One with shouts of joy and praise among the festive throng. Why, my soul, are you downcast? Why so disturbed within me? Put your hope in God, for I will yet praise him, my Savior and my God. My soul is downcast within me. Therefore, I will remember you from the land of the Jordan, the heights of Hermon, from Mount Mizar. Deep calls to deep in the roar of your waterfalls. All your waves and breakers have swept over me. By day, the Lord directs his love. At night, his song is with me, a prayer to the God of my life. I say to God, my rock, why have you forgotten me? Why must I go about mourning, oppressed by the enemy? My bones suffer mortal agony as my foes taunt me, saying to me all day long, "Where is your God?" Why, my soul, are you downcast? Why so disturbed within me? Put your hope in God, for I will yet praise him, my Savior and my God. Let's pray. Dear Jesus, thank you for carrying us through times of grief and joy all year round. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Court! Oh, kid! Who? Airborne! Here we go, all the way, gotta be rough and tough, airborne, every day, we run to the sun, no sweat, not yet,
Time to rise and shine, people. No PT today. We're not going there today. You got nothing to eat but a can of beans. Not really, that's just a song. And the meat was bad. I'd have been court-martialed. We'd have gave her some bad bread. Come on now.
hey, you know darn well.
Bring it on, bring it on. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough. Air, boom, all the way. When I was young, always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, easy to breathe. Now that I'm here, I'm gonna do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight, in flight, in flight. Remember though.
All the way, driving on.
I mean, we don't stop for the plane, and the plane don't stop for us. We just get off.
driving on. Early one morning.
In the drizzling rain, well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump, match the sand, 1 minute to go. Green light lead to a cheering blow. Time to rise and shine, people. Time to get out of bed. First of all, say thank you, Lord, for still being here. And then let's get out of bed, okay?
Away, driving on, driving on. Here we go.
Here we go.
All the way.
All the way.
Gotta be
rough and tough. Air, boom. All the way. All right, now. No PT today because I'm going on vacation Friday after I get off the air and we do our helping hands thing. So, I'm just going to take it easy the rest of the week, okay? Because that's the way I roll. I'm just saying. So let us now pay homage to all of our armed forces of the United States of America. Now, just as a reminder, I shouldn't do this too often because y'all be thinking I be bragging. I don't. I'm just proud of the facts. But I probably am the only person on the radio in the state of Alabama that have served with the 82nd Airborne, 1st Special Forces, and Rangers. I'm pretty sure I'm the only guy. Jump with all of them because I am the man. I just want to let you know that. That's right. If they had a wall with pictures on it, people who jump with our unit, I'd be right there, baby. I'd be right there. Okay, I'm just saying. Remember, there ought to be a picture somewhere of me in the dictionary. Being the scariest guy to ever jump out of an airplane. But anyway, we won't go there right now. But hey, courage is not being scared. It's being scared and still do what you must do. So in that way, I guess I am kind of, courageous. Good morning to you. Oh, yeah. And good morning, Montgomery. Good morning, and good morning again. I'm Kevin Elkins, and this is News Radio 1440. I was on a conversation the other day with the I think it's called the Innocence Project, excuse me, Amnesty International. And normally I don't really pay those guys much attention. I figure, okay, here's some more wine in them. And then all of a sudden, they brought up a case, which is right here in Montgomery, Alabama, of a guy named Rocky Myers. I want you guys to look this thing up, because a jury, and again, I'm not a legal expert. Maybe tomorrow when when Mickey shows up, I can ask these questions. But Rocky evidently got sentenced to life in prison without parole. And I believe during that time, they had a law passed that you could not. And I've looked at this case a couple of times. Not that I'm anybody to look at a case, but I just inquired about it. And evidently, the jury said, we're going to put you in prison without parole. And a judge is not supposed to be able to countermand what a jury gives a person as a sentence. But this judge did it. And I'm just trying to find, and so there's a petition going around, and Amnesty International, they are trying to stop, and he's on death row. And what I don't quite understand, if the law says that one judge cannot override the recommendations of a jury, how did this happen? Evidently Governor Ivey has the power with an ink pen to somehow make sure that he goes to prison and for the rest of his life if he did what they say he did. But I'll tell you about that, sir. And I'm trying to get those guys on to tell us a little. It's an amazing thing that most of us, things that go on in our own city because we're too busy trying to survive, we don't, in our own state, we don't know. We reach overseas, we reach another state, we go all kinds of places in the world to fight for the rights of others, which we should do that too. But charity begins at home. So look at that Rocky Myers story, and I know Curmudgeon will, because he's gonna swim down. Everybody's guilty anyway. But there's a support thing called Save Rocky from Wrongful Execution, and there's a petition that has already been signed by probably 1 million people. By 861,924, and they just need 1 million people to sign in to Governor Kay Ivey. And they say, yes, he could be innocent. Well, we know, now look at EJI down the street down here, okay, and Brian Stevenson. We know that people get executed for nothing sometimes, for the wrong thing. And so look at that Rocky Myers case. I'm going to try to get somebody from that organization on the air and see if they can tell you a little bit about it. We are advertising the plight of Rocky Myers right now. I don't know how long he's been in there, but a few years ago I looked into this, and nobody would tell you much of anything. But look it up on Google, and tell me what you think. We'll be back right after this.
USFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services, home of the money today. Guaranteed need money for the holidays. The holiday Christmas. Holiday loan on your tax refund up to $1,000. Early refund advance offer tax. Loans by Republic Bank. Details at JacksonHewitt.com.
It's another very good morning. Temperatures down around the freezing mark, but we're going to rebound nicely today up to about 60 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. The sky will look very similar to yesterday with a light wind around 5 miles per hour. Cold again tonight, but not quite as cold. We're going to only drop into the upper 30s on the mostly cloudy skies. A mix of sun and clouds tomorrow into the low 60s and nearing 70 with a good deal of sunshine Saturday before a chance of rain instead. That's your First Alert Forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Sigrid for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good
morning, Montgomery 85 southbound is closed over at the Tuskegee exit number 39. 85 southbound, mile marker 39 at Tuskegee. An accident has shut down the interstate. Also an accident here in town, East Boulevard and Fawn Road. So keep your eyes open there. Spring registration going on now at Trentham State. Now's the time to change your life and start planning your future. Classes start January 8th. Trentham State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, this is Major Delay.
While some regions of the League of Legends esports ecosystem are currently struggling, one region is the exact opposite. This week it was announced that developer Riot Games is completely remodeling their Berlin studio to become the new Riot Games Arena. The arena will mainly serve to hold the EMEA championships for League of Legends and Valorant. The stadium is a great sign for the future of European esports. Let's hope it has enough seats.
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
A psoriasis flare-up can make a walk in the park, well, no walk in the park.
It's that obvious, huh? I've tried so many lotions and creams, but I still have symptoms.
So those don't do enough to treat the inflammation beneath the skin, leaving you with those uncontrolled symptoms.
Makes sense, but what else can I do?
You can get real with your dermatologist so they can help you get clear. Make an appointment, and you're already on it.
Hi, yes, I'd like to make an appointment.
Get real clear about psoriasis at letsgetrealclear.com. Sponsored by Apple.
Research shows that successful ad campaigns share 8 characteristics. Radio is the only local media option that delivers all
So amazing to be here.
It provides local consumer interactions with emotional connections that build trust and credibility for your business. Radio is unskippable and quick. We get your message out in 24 to 48 hours, and radio is very affordable. That's why radio consistently gives you the highest return on investment, and it's also why it should always be your base media buy. Research also confirms that marketing campaigns generate even higher returns, starting at a 19% lift when they are on more than one platform. That's why Cumulus offers a variety of effective digital solutions to enhance your base radio buy. At Cumulus, we are your one-stop shop to deliver a coordinated radio and digital campaign that will get your business results. Hi, I'm Sonia Thompson, and it's my job to get your business results on News Radio 1440. To learn more about how to get started, go to newsradio1440.com and click on Grow Your Business.
Most folks don't realize this fact. Our country is only 4 missed meals away from chaos, and those meals can vanish fast. In a national emergency, fragile supply chains break down and will wipe grocery store shelves clean in a matter of hours. Before this happens, there's something you should do today. That's stock up on emergency food storage. My Patriot Supply is the company millions of American families trust for their emergency supplies. You should too. Go to mypatriotsupply.com and secure their best-selling 3-month emergency food kits. Each kit contains delicious breakfasts, lunches, and dinners, averaging over 2,000 calories per day. My Patriot Supply also sells large solar generators, gravity-powered water filtration systems, off-grid room heaters for when the power goes out, heirloom seeds, and other survival necessities. Order by 3 p.m. and your items ship the same day, fast. Go to mypatriotsupply.com right now. Those who know what's coming prepare before the chaos starts. MyPatriotSupply.com.
Thousands of stores across the country are pulling brand name cold and allergy products off the shelves. Why? Because an FDA advisory panel recently determined that a drug they contain, oral phenylephrine, is ineffective as a nasal decongestant. Navage offers a drug-free solution that's fast and highly effective at relieving nasal congestion caused by colds and allergies. Navage uses suction, full saline in one nostril, around the back of the nose, and out of the other nostril to help suck out allergens, mucus, and germs. Nasal irrigation works, and Navage makes it quick and easy. But more than anything, it helps you breathe better. Don't waste your time or money on products that are ineffective. Trust drug-free Navage for fast relief to help you breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Governor Kay Ivey holds in her hands the most powerful pen in Alabama. In our state, the law says no judge can overrule a jury in death penalty cases. Governor Ivey's pen signed that bill into law. But Ivey's pen has left some people behind. People like Rocky Myers, who was already on death row after seriously flawed proceedings. A jury sentenced Rocky to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole, but the judge overruled them and sentenced Rocky to death. It's time for Governor Ivy to pick up her pen and commute Rocky's death sentence before it's too late.
With just a couple of clicks on Amazon, your items come to your door in a day or two. With just a simple phrase to your Alexa smart speaker, your favorite talk shows come to your speaker in seconds. Alexa, play News Radio 1440.
All righty, we'll get back to that Rocky thing in a few minutes here, but first we have to do the lessons of life and the word of the day, because the word of the day is important, because as I traverse the highways and byways of Montgomery, sometimes we have a problem communicating, except for the bad words, and you know, everybody, even kids can say bad words. I mean, they got this cute you got this one cute kid on Facebook, and every time somebody says something stupid, he says BS, but he don't. He adds the rest of the letters to it. But it's such a cute thing. Anyway, good morning to you. It is a great day to be alive. The word of the day is Gallicism. Gallicism. What does that mean? If you look in the library, if you look in the dictionary, you'll see me there under this word, because I exhibit the qualities that this word defines. Okay, Gallicism, Gallicism, Gallicism. Now, what does that mean? It means, well, let me use it in a sentence. Kevin Elkins exhibits a certain kind of Gallicism. Now, what that means is that I exhibit a indefinable quality, elusive quality, one that cannot be pinned down, one that sets me apart from all the people, most of the people in this studio. Woo, that's me. So, which means that I am so unique, that I am indefinable. I'm so different that nobody can define me. I have this elusive quality that even when you try to pin a brother down, you can't do it. Now that is Gallicism. Okay, I just want to let you know that's the word of the day. Gallicism. And how you use this in school, what you do is, Mr. Johnson, you teach us in a manner that displays Gallicism. That's right. In a way that is indefinable, elusive, but we still learn. Okay, you probably never, no teacher in school will probably ever hear those words. Anyway, good morning to you. Now, the lessons of life. These are the things you learn by living. I've often asked, why is it that football is so entrenched in our culture in America? Why is the game of football so, we are magnetized to it? Okay, unlike basketball, unlike some of that stuff, baseball, I mean, they put up with that. But football takes us to a place that no other sport can. Maybe soccer, if you like that kind of thing. Let me put it this way: American football. I know they call soccer football in Jamaica and all places like that. I got you in the UK, but we don't call that football. Okay. So anyway, so why and I finally figured it out. Because life, the real life, is like sports. there are rules to play by. Okay, there are rules to play. There are also rules to play by in life. And you could still play by the rules. And you could even be the best team on the field. But guess what? You may still lose. But without the rules, you will never know how to win. Knowing the rules won't necessarily make you a winner, but you'll know how to win. And rules play a very important part of our lives. I know we've all broke some, and we have paid, some of them we have paid dearly for it. Learn the rules of life, and you will be able to put yourself at least in a position to win. Okay? And that's why sports in America and in most places we know that life has rules. We know that if you do this and do this or do that, you'll put yourself in either or position, either to succeed or fail. But there's no guarantee. The only thing we can guarantee is failure if you do certain things. And if you also do certain things that supposedly get you in the right position, sometimes that may not work. But life is like sports. There are rules to play by. And even if you obey the rules and you do everything right, you still can lose the game. But without the rules, you'll never know how to win. So rules, again, play an important part of our lives. So learn them, and you'll put yourself in a better position in life. All right? That's it. I don't know who's on the phone. Now, everybody know I ain't talking about that. Wait, hold. Let me see this. And who is this? Ed, you know I don't take calls. Only reason I answer the phone to tell you that. Okay? Yeah, I mean, I don't take calls at that moment. Catch you next hour, we'll talk. I knew who it was. Okay. I don't take calls unless I tell you to call this hour. Don't be calling the brother. Okay? I got important things to say. That's right. Like today is December the 21st. It is the 355th day of the year. There are 10 days left in the year. Believe it or not. Wow. Winter arrives today at 1 minute to 11 o'clock this morning. It will be officially winter. Okay. Or well, actually, it'll be winter 11:59. No, it'll be winter at 10 o'clock this morning. Officially, you will be in winter. Okay. It was on this day in 1988, 270 people were killed when a terrorist bomb exploded aboard a Pan Am Boeing 747 over Lockerbie, Scotland, sending wreckage crashing to the ground. In 1620, pilgrims aboard the Mayflower went ashore for the first time at the present-day Plymouth, Massachusetts. Like Malcolm said, well, we may have landed on Plymouth Rock, but Rock landed on us. I ain't mad at him for saying that. 1864, during the Civil War, Union forces led by General William T. Sherman concluded their march to the sea as they captured Savannah, Georgia. In 1891, the first basketball game devised by James Naismith is believed to have been played in the International YMCA Training School in Springfield, Massachusetts. The final score of the experimental game, believe it or not, is 1-0. So that little basket up there, they couldn't figure out how to put more than one ball in the basket. That said something about intelligence back in that day. 1-0. Okay, so we couldn't get two baskets? And the other thing, so really? Okay, well, we've come a long way from those days. In 1914, the U.S. government began requiring passport applicants to provide photographs of themselves, which makes a lot of sense. In 1945, on this day, U.S. Army General, one of the best generals ever known to our military, General George S. Patton, at 60 years old, died in Heidelberg, Germany, 12 days after being seriously injured in a car accident. Move right along. The year was 1968. Apollo 8 was launched on a mission to orbit the moon. Now, the only thing I've been trying to figure out why we keep orbiting. Why did we want to go up there just to go around the moon? Listen, we don't ever bring anything back except a rock every once in a while, but we spent a lot of money to go up there. I don't get that. I mean, okay, the moon ain't moving; it's right there. If it does move, we're all in trouble. So I'm just saying, maybe we just, I don't know why we did it. Anyway, 1969, Vince Lombardi coached his last football game as his team, the Washington Redskins, lost to the Dallas Cowboys 20-10. The year is 1976. The Liberian registered tanker Argo Merchant broke apart near Nantucket Island off Massachusetts just a week after running aground, spilling 7.5 million gallons of oil into the North Atlantic. 1991, 11 of the 12 former Soviet republics proclaimed the birth of the Commonwealth of Independent States and death to the Union of Soviet Socialist Republics. In 1995, the city of Bethlehem passed from Israel to Palestinian control. 2012, the National Rifle Association said guns and police officers were needed in all American schools to stop the next killer waiting in the wings, taking no retreat stance in the face of growing calls for gun control after the Newtown, Connecticut shooting that claimed the lives of 26 children and school staff. In 2015, the nation's 3-decade-old ban on blood donations from gay and bisexual men was formally lifted, but major restrictions continued to limit who could give blood in the United States of America. And it was 12 years ago that U.S. Army announced charges against 8 soldiers related to the death of fellow GI Private Daniel Shin, who apparently shot himself in Afghanistan after being hazed. Of the 8, 5 received prison sentences and the others received demotions. 4 of the 8 faced dismissal from the service. The Green Bay Packers, of course, quarterback Aaron Rodgers was selected for the 2011 AP Male Athlete of the Year. Okay, Baylor's Robert Griffin III, we call him RG3, was selected, as Player of the Year in college. 7 years ago, President-elect Donald Trump declared that the deadly truck attack in Christmas market in Germany that killed 12 people 2 days earlier was an attack on humanity and has got to be stopped. He also suggested he might go forward with his campaign pledge to temporarily ban Muslim immigrants from coming into the United States. Yeah, I wasn't really for that one. I understand it, but that's like saying that everybody who don't believe what we believe is bad people, and that's just not true. I'm just saying, I wasn't with Donald on that one. 3 years ago, President-elect Joe Biden received his first dose of coronavirus vaccine on live television as part of a growing effort to convince the American public of inoculations were safe. Well, they're not totally safe. Okay, let's just be honest. There's a possibility of some harm, but there's a possibility of some harm in driving a car. So you have to make your own decision, what it is that you want to put in your body. I think that's pretty good. A statue of Confederate General Robert E. Lee that represented Virginia in the U.S. Capitol was removed. Jupiter and Saturn merged in the night sky. I wonder what they were doing while they was merging. We'll get to that later on. Appearing closer than they had in centuries. And country singer K.T. Olsen died in suburban Nashville at 78. And some birthdays today, not that you really care, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Believe it or not, Talk show host Phil Donahue is 86 years old. Jane Fonda is 84. Larry Brigman is 83. Carla Thomas is 79. Musician Albert Lee is 78. Conductor Michael Tilton Thomas is 77. And all the rest of these people, I don't have a clue who they are. Rock musician Murph, the Lemonheads, okay, Dinosaur Jr., whoever he is 57 years old. Contemporary Christian singer Natalie Grant is 50. Actor Glenn Fitzgerald, don't know who he is 50 also. Singer-musician Brett Scallions is 50. And the rest of these people, I don't have a clue who they are. But we even, because they don't know who I am either. Okay, so life goes on. All right, then. When we come back, my preacher guy is on, Tony is on, well, he's on vacation. So we'll have some other things to talk about later on. Okay. So, we'll be back.
Your WSFA 12 news update on News Radio 1440.
Good morning. What's happening on this Thursday. Gas prices are down as 100 million Americans are expected to hit the roads this holiday season. AAA says the national average is $3.09 a gallon. That's down from both last month and last year. The average in Alabama is now $2.73 a gallon. Toyota is recalling more than 1 million vehicles because of a potential short circuit that may prevent airbags from deploying. Recall covers 2020 through 2022 vehicles like the Avalon, Camry, Corolla, RAV4, Lexus Highlander, and Sienna Hybrid. The automaker plans to begin notifying owners in February about this recall. The Camellia Bowl kicks off in Montgomery this Saturday at 11 a.m. This game features the Northern Illinois Huskies taking on the Arkansas State Red Wolves. Both teams spent Wednesday night visiting the Legacy Museum in downtown Montgomery. After that, dinner, bowling, and some karaoke. That's your news on this Thursday. I'm Jed Davis for WSFA 12 News.
News Radio 1440, WLWI AM, the home of the Dan Bongino Show. Also on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, Alabama.
This is the CBS World News Roundup, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Welcome to the Holiday Travel Rush 2023 style.
We decided to fly a little earlier this year, not cut it so close, fly a couple days early.
That woman's at the airport in Los Angeles, and so is CBS's Chris Van Cleve.
The airlines expect more than 39 million passengers during the two-week winter holiday, up 16% from last year.
We think it's going to be another record.
United CEO Scott Kirby.
Unless there's really, really bad weather, the holidays will go well across the board, both at United and for the industry at large.
We've seen dramatically improved results compared to a year ago.
Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg.
I've seen the airlines step up after we put a lot of pressure on them last year.
Drivers in California, like Liliana Ramos, are dealing with heavy rain from a storm that swept through the Bay Area and Sacramento.
A lot of drivers that are not taking really good precautions, and we just saw a car hydroplane and snag into the island.
Local officials are worried about the risk of flooding in the central and southern coast. Last night, 10 Americans landed in the U.S. from Venezuela as part of a prisoner swap that freed a close ally of President Nicolas Maduro. Among the arrivals here, a defense contractor nicknamed Fat Leonard. He was awaiting sentencing in the Navy's worst corruption scandal in history. He bragged about it on a podcast 2 years ago.
Everybody was in my pocket. I had them in my palm. I was just rolling them around.
While he was under house arrest in California, he cut off his ankle bracelet and fled before he was apprehended in Venezuela. They're expected to try again at the UN today on a resolution the U.S. would agree to pause fighting in Gaza. CBS's Cammie McCormick says it comes amid another warning about the growing humanitarian crisis there.
The World Health Organization's Richard Pieperkorn.
There are actually no functional hospitals left in the north.
He says bodies from recent Israeli attacks are lined up in courtyards because there is no way to bury them.
The WHO calls again for a humanitarian ceasefire. This is needed now to reinforce and restock remaining health facilities, stop the bloodshed and death.
A federal judge in Los Angeles has blocked a California law banning carrying firearms in most public places, ruling it violates the Second Amendment. It was set to take effect January 1st. For the second time in 3 years, the Associated Press awards Male Athlete of the Year to the LA Dodgers' $700 million man, Shohei Ohtani. AP calls his last year another one of unparalleled brilliance. This is CBS News.
You don't need a job platform, you need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews, all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
Hey, if you have ugly yellow toe fungus, you got to hear about the secret 2-minute trick that I found for my husband. It works from both the inside and the outside. Thousands of people are using it to get rid of their toe fungus. You can check it out at crystalflesh.com. Jake started off with a small spot on his big toe, and then it spread and got really bad. His toes were nasty. It was so embarrassing. He was afraid to take his socks off. He hid his yellow and crumbly toes from everyone. He tried everything to get rid of it. Nothing helped. And then we found crystalflesh.com. It was the only thing that worked. In just a few weeks, his toes looked amazing. He's now walking around barefoot again. You guys need to try this. I'm telling you, this stuff is different. It's not sold in stores, but go check it out at crystalflesh.com. They'll even let you try it risk-free, so you have nothing to lose. But whatever you do, don't let it get worse. You don't have to live with this anymore. Go check it out now. Just click over to crystalflesh.com.
More communities are adding Native American signage.
It's happening in states as diverse as Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, New York, Massachusetts, and Maine. It's part of an effort to showcase Native languages and welcome residents who live in the communities. The University of Maine has dual language signs around its main campus and launched a website where visitors can hear what's on the signs, spoken by a native language master. That from the university's welcome sign that means, hello, you all are pleasing to the eyes. Wendy Gillette, CBS News.
Merry Swiftmas from Travis. Travis Kelce and the rest of his teammates are teasing Kansas City's Christmas Day games on Nickelodeon in a cartoon post on Instagram. The Chiefs tight end sits on the floor in his number 87 jersey, paying tribute to his one and only Taylor Swift by stringing together beads for friendship bracelets. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
With Liberty Mutual, you can customize and save hundreds on your car insurance. But what to buy with those savings? Yep, I bought a sound effects machine.
Only pay for what you need at libertymutual.com. Savings may vary, underwritten by Liberty Mutual Insurance Company and affiliates, excludes Massachusetts.
Liberty, 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 liberty. Hi, this is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell. The holiday season should remind us that faith and family are the most important things in life, and we hope that you succeed in coming together with those you love this holiday season. Holidays have this magical power to magnify small things to ever greater memories over time. Happy holidays.
For matters in Tennessee, visit CordellCordell.com. 200 West Martin Luther King Boulevard, Suite 1000, Chattanooga, Tennessee 37402. No representation is made that the quality of legal services to be performed is greater than the quality of legal services performed by other lawyers.
Governor Kay Ivey holds in her hands the most powerful pen in Alabama. In our state, the law says no judge can overrule a jury in death penalty cases. Governor Ivey's pen signed that bill into law. But Ivey's pen has left some people behind. People like Rocky Myers, who was already on death row after seriously flawed proceedings. A jury sentenced Rocky to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. But the judge overruled them and sentenced Rocky to death. It's time for Governor Ivey to pick up her pen and commute Rocky's death sentence before it's too late.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
So right now may be the perfect time for you to rethink how you pay for health care. And here's why. Not only is it open enrollment for a lot of people, it's also a time you can join MediShare and save even more than usual. For many families, switching to MediShare saves about $500 a month, which is a game changer for a lot of people. And what's more, they like it. MediShare has double the member satisfaction rate compared to health insurance. Double. MetaShare is a proven thing too for over 30 years. It's a Christian community of more than 400,000 members. And here's the thing, if you join before December 30th and you mention the promo code SHARE, you'll get another 10% off all of 2024. That's 12 months of savings. So I'll give you the number here in a second, but call, you'll get a price within 2 minutes. And again, the deadline is December 30th. So call now, you'll save even more. Here's the number, 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Alexa smart speakers are great because you don't have to turn a dial or push a button to listen to News Radio 1440. Just say, Alexa, play News Radio 1440.
I'm on it.
You're good to go.
But let's just say, coordinated for multiple locations and emerging opportunity came. Complex intelligence together. We had to line up the ability to act. It was sensitive. We had to go up and turn it to that, convince them that this was the right thing to do and do it. Yeah. Thanks. Maybe I should have did PT. Anyway, 7:08 in the morning, right here on News Radio 1420. You know, I have a piece I want to play. And it's an interesting piece. This is traditionally it is like religious day, but I got this piece. Goes around, and since Tony is in vacation somewhere, probably in Buenos Aires or someplace out there in the world where there's sun and shine and no rain and all that good stuff. But I have this piece right here that I want to play for you guys because I found it. Now somebody sent this to me, and I said, now this was it was an interesting piece. I'll just put it to you that way, and it is about truth. And so let me see if I can find it here right quick. Let me see, where is it at? I know this is Ed, so I might let Ed go ahead and talk while I find this piece. But I'm going to, I'm going to find this thing in a second. Okay, Ed, go ahead. I'm doing fine. Yes, yes, yes. Mm-hmm. I'm still here. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 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 Mhm. All right, there, Mr. Ed. Anyway, Ed, first of all, before we get into anything else, we need to have a serious conversation about something. And what's the, you know where I'm going, right? Let's talk about a killer, and its name is fentanyl. That's right. Did you know that more than 1,400 Alabamians died in 2021 from drug overdoses? It is time to have a conversation about substance abuse. Hope is real, and so is recovery. If you or your family member or friends are suffering from substance use disorder, please pick up the phone and call the Council on Substance Abuse right now. And that number is 334 262 1629. That is 334 262 1629. Or go to COSANCADD.org. That's COSANCADD.org. Get some help right now, today. Call COSA 334 262 1629 and get the help you need. Because you're not in this by yourself. COSA, they're here to help also. All right. Anyway, good morning to you. Hope this day finds you well. Now, I got this piece I want to play here. Okay. Now, somebody sent me this, and I found it. Wow, that's refreshing. And it's this preacher, and then we'll talk about some other things in a minute here, and we can comment on his whole sermon in 52 minutes. We're not going there. I mean, but we're gonna at least listen to the first 5 minutes of it. Okay, so let me see if I can get this. Can I get this right? Okay, okay, that ain't it. Okay, there we go. Right there. Now, let me see if I can get this going here. Well, well, we're going swimming. Mhm. I never heard of that. Swimming. Well, uh, all the ones who- Well, mhm. Well, true. Thank you. Say it, man. Say it. He got his clothes back. Well, mhm. down in a minute here. Well, the truth, they say, I don't know. Well, okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I don't know. Well, well, mhm. I'm just listening. Well, yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. And I'm with you. Okay. I got around. I feel you on that. I feel him on that. But, but here's my problem with it. Now, I love the truth thing, the allegory. I love that. That was a good. That was a good thing there. But my problem is that though, I thought an idea was the hardest thing in the world to kill. You can't kill an idea, right? You can't kill that. So now I understand that. So if African spiritualism was the primary uh, the primary example of spirituality, where did it go? I mean, if it was true spirituality, I'm just I don't know the answer. How can you be so bamboozled or convinced to go someplace else? I'm just asking the question. I don't know. Hey, good morning. Who's this? Yes. Yeah. Hmm. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Well. He would say, yeah, yeah. He probably would say that. But let me. But let me ask a question. If you are the person that is telling the story, don't you get to tell the story the way you want to? Well, and I like naked truth. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 But if we are wait a minute, but if we are of the same collective intellect, if we have the ability to think, use reason, common sense like everybody else does, how can we blame somebody else for bamboozling us if we in fact did not do our own investigation and our own research in what was talked about? Okay. Yeah. Okay, now let me ask you a question here. Okay, so let me ask you a question. A lie is when you purposely uh, don't tell the truth, knowing that what you're saying is not true. If somebody believes something, okay, I'm just putting the question here, and not that I don't believe that crap either, but if somebody truly believes something in their heart, their soul, their mind, are they lying? Yes. Not that I'm thinking we monkeys. So what happened to them? Okay, so the Europeans then evidently must have been a hell of a lot smarter than the people they were lying to. Wait a minute. How can you suppress the truth? As a matter of fact, Martin Luther King said in one of his books, or somebody, truth, uh, truth, how you say, truth, mashed down to the ground will rise again. So how can we blame? I mean, we got to stop. If the information is out there for everybody to know, how can you blame somebody if they're just trying to manipulate you? And but if you're armed with the truth, if you're armed with the ability to find that truth, now today there's no reason why anybody can't read the Bible, any version that there is. Mm. Mm. So we are going. So all right, and I appreciate. But again, it seems to me that because it's kind of like somebody who came up with a better, came up with the first automobile, and everybody rides that automobile until somebody else comes up with a better one. Okay, I believe that there is a little bit of of a little bit of I hate to say lying, but there may be a little bit of lying in every last one of these quote unquote religions. I think there's a little bit, and there's a little bit of truth in all of them. So, can we blame? Do we get mad at Walmart because Walmart came up with a great idea to have stores and commerce centers, and you didn't? So we blame Walmart, okay, because they came up with a better idea. We blame Amazon. Amazon came up with a great idea to get Bezos is a multi billionaire, and we get mad at Bezos for coming up with an idea. Okay, but I like to think about the naked truth. There's truth, and then there's naked truth. We'll be back right after this.
First Alert weather forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by Lowe's. Don't miss out on new deals every day during Lowe's 25 days of deals. Right now, get up to 50% off select tools and accessories because Lowe's knows deals every day. Valid through 12/24 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
It's another very cold morning with temperatures down around the freezing mark, but we're going to rebound nicely today up to about 60 degrees with a mix of sun and clouds. The sky will look very similar to yesterday with a light wind around 5 miles per hour. Cold again tonight, but not quite as cold. We're going to only drop into the upper 30s under mostly cloudy skies. A mix of sun and clouds tomorrow into the low 60s and nearing 70 with a good deal of sunshine Saturday before a chance of rain Christmas Day.
That's your First Alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Sabry for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. We've got two accidents now on 85 southbound. The first one, mile marker 39. The second one, mile marker 41. Near exit 42. That's the Wire Road exit over in Tuskegee. The interstate's been shut down most of the morning. That continues to be the case due to those two accidents. McKinnon Toyota has over 100 used cars, and they've got to go. Many certified used cars to choose from. Get the brand, make, and model you want. You'll be grinning with McKinnon, exit 212 off I-65 in Clanton. Buckle up, it's the law. For Montgomery Skywatch traffic, this is Major Delay.
If you're always missing part of your favorite show because you have to get out of the car, don't worry, take us with you, either through our streaming app or through your Alexa or Google smart home device. News Radio 1440.
The older your furnace is, the likelier it is for carbon monoxide to leak into your home. This is the utmost importance to have your if it's over 2 years old. Bill Bradley said, are equipped with topical and CO detectors that will guarantee no carbon monoxide is in your home. They will also check each aspect of your furnace to ensure it's producing max efficiency, which will save you money on the road. 415 guaranteed peace of mind.
Better way. Think you owe too much? Free. You figure out the perfect month. As little as $5. Perfect car. Today. Your dreams. Visit us at 334-24. River Region. Factory direct from. How can you sell some cheese? If we're direct outlet from factory. Have over 2,600 installed. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Voting you up your number one man. 2023 choice. Welcome. Get a
Time things to Spain. Started using Apple.
Started learning Spanish?
You can start having conversations in another language in just 3 weeks.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo?
You can learn a language. Speaking after decide that golden.
In just a week, I'm starting to have conversations in Spanish.
That language. Start learning new language today at Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Sean Sundays at 3 p.m. Core Show.
The Chinese, the Russians, don't fear Joe Biden.
On News Radio 1440.
And we are back. 860-1414. Now you got to give us a call. Because we spent a lot of time blaming people who came up with an idea, and because we were unable to get our ideas out. Now, when I listened to this the other day, this is the first time I've ever heard that, although it does make some reason, because Africa, accordingly, the African continent was the place where mankind originated. So it made a little sense that any form of spirituality would probably start there. Any customs or spiritual custom would probably start there. At least so. I mean, were we very strong in our belief system if, in fact, some European came over there and changed our mind? Then we really didn't believe what we said we believed. If somebody can change our minds that quickly, I don't know. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Basically, yeah. Mm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Any of those people can welcome to come. Wait. But you always say that any of those people are welcome to come to this microphone anytime they want to. Okay. And I never said they weren't. Mm-hmm. Well, that's why these people are trying to. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Well, I have no wait. Listen, I have Catholic priests on once a month. I was welcome to call them. Well, okay. I mean, mm, okay. Hmm. Yeah. It just seemed like to me they were a lot. It seemed like to me they were a lot smarter than everybody else. So why didn't we have guns? Okay. Okay. Yeah. All right. Okay. Well, that's I mean I well my history started in 1957. You know, I don't really care about what happened over in Africa. I just don't. That's not me. Well, I'm familiar with that one right here. I'm familiar with that legacy being right here, but Africa, it's too far for me to go back. Well, yeah, I mean, okay, yeah. Well, I can't go back. I can't go back that far. Okay, I mean, okay, all right. Let me take another call, but I hear you. Some some stories are gone. Good morning. Yes. Yeah, I saw that. Uh, mm. Nah, but this homosexual thing is just that surprised. Yeah, that surprised me the other day. Well, Tony's on vacation, so that was today was his day, but he called me and said he was on vacation, and so he's on vacation. Then I thought somebody else was coming, but they didn't, and I did call Robert White see if he wanted to come on, but he was a busy man. He got last minute things don't work with busy people. Well, I hear you, and now the Catholic, the Pope said you can bless. Yeah, I understand, but right, but listen. First of all, teaching history Right. But nobody can teach history. You can teach a little bitty itty bitty part of it. You cannot teach history. Yeah, what it is. That's right. But all right, appreciate it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Appreciate it. It is 7:42 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Morning. Yeah. Again, I think if you belong to a profession, you should do all the best you can to promote that profession. It's not up to me or anybody else to make you important. That's up to you guys. Yeah, I got you. Hmm. Hmm. That's true. But again, if you engine and you say you're an engineer, listen, engineers get paid to right. But engineers get paid right. But engineers get paid to solve problems. You have diagnosed you I know you have diagnosed the problem, then fix the problem. Fix the problem of nobody paying much attention to engineers and stuff like that. I mean, fix the problem. Y'all, you guys are the engineers. Fix it. That's an excuse. But that's an excuse. Fix the problem. But it's an excuse. You're an engineer. Fix the problem. That's what engineers do. That doesn't make any difference. Okay. We can make excuses or we can find a solution. And they've been lying. Listen. They've been lying since Cain and Abel. Lying is not something that's new. Okay. Well, I got to take a break. We'll be back right to this.
Days are the happiest time of the year. That is unless you or your loved ones are miserable because of cold, sinus infections, or allergies. This holiday season, give the gift of better breathing with Navage. What makes Navage so effective? Well, unlike cold and allergy drugs that might take a long time to help, if they're effective at all, Navage provides fast relief from sinus congestion in 30 seconds flat. Navage doesn't just relieve symptoms, it attacks the cause by sucking out the germs, allergens, and viruses trapped in your nose that are making you feel miserable. Best of all, Navage does it naturally, without drugs. Wash away your cold and congestion problems this holiday season. Add Navage to your gift list so you can breathe easier, sleep better, and feel healthier all year long. Ask for Navage at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, Rite Aid, Target, or find us online at Navage.com. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E. Clean nose, healthy life.
Governor Kayad holds in her hand the most powerful pen in Alabama. In our state, the law says no judge can overrule a jury's death penalty. Governor Ivy's pen signed that bill into law. But Ivy's pen has left some people alone. People like Rocky Myers, who was already on death row after furiously flawed proceedings. The jury sentenced Rocky to life imprisonment without the possibility of parole. But the judge overruled it and sentenced Rocky to death. It's time for Governor Ivy to pick up her pen and commute Rocky's death sentence before it's too late.
The internet is vast and unending. You don't have to go that far to hear your favorite talk show hosts. Search, stop, and listen at newsradio1440.com.
We're going to talk a little bit about this Rocky Myers situation when we come back next hour. I just think it's a interesting story if you haven't heard it. Matter of fact, they say that even one of the jurors called him the old N-word, while they were deliberating. Interesting. Good morning to you. It is 7:53 in the morning. If you want to give us a call, 860-1440 is the number. You want to call us, whatever on your mind. I'm trying to figure out why we have not heard. I'm trying to figure out why we have not heard from Dr. Brenda Doremus, Cassandra Brown, Dr. Keith, Pamela Cloud, Pamela Portis, who else have I heard of? Erica Watkins Smith, I like Erica. And we got somebody else on this thing too, I just don't know who they are. But why we have not heard from them since the news came, why they haven't had what I would call a combined press release, a combined press conference about our schools. And so that I haven't figured that one out yet, but I'm going to imagine. Oh, and Claudia Mitchell. We haven't heard from them. We haven't heard from them, have we? No, we have not heard from them. So where in the world is the outrage when we got people paying all this extra money now? So what they're telling me, they really think, okay, here's what gets about the school system. They really believe that the issue is money. They had one of the biggest school budgets in America, $9 billion. And even though we have made it somewhat difficult on people they got more taxes now, they got to pay more tax on their houses now. People on limited income, they could possibly lose their house if they couldn't afford to pay the taxes without getting some help from somebody. It just seems like to me that they really believe that it's got something to do with money. They really believe that. They really believe it's got nothing to do with letting little boys and girls, little boys come to school with dresses on and fingernail polish and eyelashes. No, that's got nothing to do with education. Okay, I'm with you. They really believe that keeping people in the classroom that are disruptive force and saying, well, we got to teach everybody. I mean, they really believe that that has nothing to do with the current environment in our public schools. So, but on the other hand, magnet schools are public schools. And what makes a magnet school? And I know y'all say parents my butt. Yeah, parents do play a part. But when you come to that school, you are not under your parents' rule. You are under the school's rule. Anyway, I'm just haven't heard much from those guys. I'm wondering how come. Good morning. Oh, she's got nothing to do with the school system ran in Montgomery. Not a thing. And maybe so, but the first plank in the chain of command. Wait a minute. And just like the military, you got a chain of command that you have to go through. And the first chain of command of the school system is the Montgomery Board of Education. Well, the first is the principal, and then the Montgomery Board of Education. You square them away. Yeah. Huh? They did because they weren't doing it according to them. That no, they didn't. Well, first of all, I told you the state came in because of economic issues and because of monetary issues, not discipline issues. I'm just telling you, they did not come in. They did not come in for the day-to-day operations inside the school. They came in because the school was missing money. Yeah. Well, first of all, wait, hold it. You got to answer this one question first. You got any kids in public school? Okay, but you don't have any kids in public. You just have. I do. See, and therefore, I have invested. It don't start from the top. It starts locally. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. The state does not come down. And that's true, but it is up to the governors and the mayors and city council to carry out the plan. So why not? I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. But I got to come back. You can call me back. We can have to continue this conversation.
Thursday. Gas prices are down. Here, Alabama is now. Toyotas were calling more than vehicles like Avalon, RAV4, and he had a hybrid. The Camellia Bowl kicks off in Montgomery this Saturday at 11 a.m.
WIAM, home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, the Curious Media Station. This is CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. It'll be jamming on the roads, the rails, and at the airports as the holiday rush gets underway today. AAA expects a 16% increase in airline passengers. This man checking in at Oakland International.
Tedious, nothing out of the ordinary, but of course the hassle to come see family that very rarely get to do other than holidays.
This is Glenn Shuck at Newark Liberty Airport. The good news when you get here, most of the parking lots seem like there's plenty of room. The weather's actually good. We'll be going to places like Terminal B, huge lines well before dawn. Carrie Lynn and her family trying to stay calm.
Either there's leaves or they're just understaffed. I don't know whatever's going on, but yeah, I wasn't expecting it looking like Big Disney.
A slow-moving storm system is dumping heavy rain on Southern California. Odyssey meteorologist Craig Allen.
In general, the rain could be falling at about a half inch per hour, but there will be areas where the rain is falling up to about an inch per hour, especially across some of the south-facing slopes, and it is likely that that is going to cause significant flooding, and that's where your threat for mudslides and rock slides will be greatest.
Among 11 Americans who arrived in the U.S. last night in a swap with Venezuela, a defense contractor who's expected at court in Miami today. Correspondent Cammie McCormick.
He's known as Fat Leonard, and he's at the center of a massive Pentagon bribery scandal. He was arrested years ago, accused of bilking the military of $35 million in buying off dozens of top-ranking Navy officials with booze and snacks and other gifts.
He cut off his ankle bracelet while he was under house arrest and escaped the country. The UN Security Council has a long-delayed vote on its agenda today on a resolution to get aid into Gaza. For Palestinians, say food, water, and medicine are scarce.
I wish for a complete ceasefire with what ends to the death and suffering. It's been more than 75 days.
Officials in Gaza say the death toll has now topped 20,000. There's another major car recall. The government says it affects more than 2.5 million fuel pumps that can fail and cause the engine to conk out while you're driving. WWJ's Jeff Gilbert.
Most Hondas and Acuras were between 2017 and 2020. No injuries have been reported here in the U.S., but one fatality was reported in Japan.
We don't have much time to tell you because the sun will be going down before you know it. This is the shortest day of the year. The winter solstice arrives tonight, marking the beginning of astronomical winter in the northern hemisphere. The good news? Tomorrow, we'll start gaining a few seconds of daylight again. For futures up 2:43. This is CBS News.
Make the hiring process work for you. With Indeed's end-to-end hiring solution, you can attract, interview, and hire candidates all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credits.
Hey, if you have ugly yellow toe fungus, you got to hear about the secret 2-minute trick that I found for my husband. It works from both the inside and the outside. Thousands of people are using it to get rid of their toe fungus. You can check it out at crystalflush.com. Jake started off with a small spot on his big toe, and then it spread and got really bad. His toes were nasty. It was so embarrassing. He was afraid to take his socks off. He hid his yellow and crumbly toes from everyone. He tried everything to get rid of it. Nothing helped. And then we found crystalflush.com. It was the only thing that worked. In just a few weeks, his toes looked amazing. He's now walking around barefoot again. You guys need to try this. I'm telling you, this stuff is different. It's not sold in stores, but go check it out at crystalflush.com. They'll even let you try it risk-free so you have nothing to lose. But whatever you do, don't let it get worse. You don't have to live with this anymore. Go check it out now. Just click over to crystalflush.com.
Ukrainians are getting set for their first Christmas on a new date.
Rejecting the Russian Orthodox Christmas date of January 7th, this year Ukrainians will celebrate on December 25th. This isn't anti-Russian propaganda. This priest says it's important that we have our own separate Christmas. Yes, I'll be celebrating with my family on the 25th. This soldier says. Beside him, his comrade says, I'll be celebrating both dates in the same place, in the trenches. Vicky Barker, CBS News, London.
Wrapping up your last-minute Christmas shopping, chances are you spent less on presents this year, maybe a little more on travel and entertainment. Bank of America's card data show retail spending fell 1% last month, while it rose 2.5% on services. One woman tells the Wall Street Journal she cut back on her gift budget to catch some Broadway shows. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
We're rather nice into a bar, but don't think about it. More and no more. When it says yes.com, that's budget says yes.com. Of course, the real budget concept is Montgomery. We specialize in finding real solutions for real problems. And want to help you solve them with your car today. Don't look like it's a simple way to
interest-free. Oh, this is not the perfect monthly payment for your budget. Put a good list $5 down. Then keep it off for you. $5 really great. You could be driving happy for your car today. Don't let tax credit funds hold you back. Other people put the approval process easy because it works. So don't say something is so wrong. That is what you have to every review for the people. That budget is not wrong. That budget is not wrong. Or call 334-244-9777 today.
And you successfully discuss person who's looking for a challenge. So we helps you as a web advertising. We believe that what you can and rewarding. We offer you the opportunity to work with creators and passionate professionals who are working to help your clients.
Oh, you still got a regular job, bitch? Not yet. But I'm sure we will when you get here. Yeah. All right.
In our state, the law says no judge can overrule the jury. Governor Ivy's pen sound helped develop the law. But Ivy's pen left some people like Jackie Martin, who was already on death row. A jury sentenced Jackie to life in prison without the possibility of parole. The judge overruled it. He sentenced Jackie to death. It's time for Governor Ivy to pick up her pen and commute Jackie's death sentence before too late.
Hey folks, this is Major Doyle. Not too long ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Now, few things are as important as the health of my team. First order of business, after you check by up the diet. Without hesitation, I told my doctor, I'm going to Dr. Brian Cook. I went to his clinic on Witten Run behind Brown Street. His staff was kind and professional. I was here in less than 30 minutes. And in that short span of time, with a few simple observations, Dr. Kelly showed me two major issues I had had with my team all my life. I was amazed. Not only was the checkup quick and easy, I felt comfortable and informed. He even recommended certain running shoes that benefit the structure of my feet. Your insurance even pays for anything visits to provide this to know your health, no for no central insurance. Hey, walk, crawl, live, roll, anywhere you can get there. But see Dr. Brian Kelly, Agreeable Foot Care. Call for an appointment. 265-7585 or check out agreeablefootcare.com.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of the podiatrist performing such services.
You can set reminders, make a grocery list, look up random facts and info in seconds, and play your favorite talk show, all with your smart home speaker. News Radio 1440.
Yuletide carol, being sung by the choir. Dressed up like Eskimo, and revival, a candle in the social. Oh yeah, in blue blooded. The sea. Here we go. Time with their eyes aglow. They know that Okay, I'll just give you a little bit of that, that little Christmas thing going on here now. Because tomorrow, because of you guys, we are going to make somebody's Christmas day fun. Bunch of people. Tomorrow. Film it, put it on Facebook, so you guys see what happens when you go out there and make a difference in people's lives. And they have you guys to thank for that because you don't know. I don't know. But that's okay. That's what love is all about. Doing that. Hamilton's coming up. The commissioner thing that's coming up, hopefully for a few minutes with us in a little while here. Again, tomorrow I hope to have somebody for it. I hope to have Robert White on tomorrow to talk about some of the things that he talks about. I would have it today, but I forgot I had somebody. I need a secretary. I need a producer. Somebody can call on the phone and say, hey, what's this guy now? Give him become. Oh, anyway, so much for that. Anyway, good morning to everybody. Hope you find you well. Yes, first of all, I'm convinced that Americans today are not as smart as we were sometimes. I'm convinced. I am convinced that we as a nation, we're getting, and I'm putting the blame on public schools. I'm putting the blame there. Okay, I'm just okay. Here's a scam right here that somebody evidently got through. Pig butchering scam circulating in Alabama. That's right. Pig butchering scams are a problem across the nation and have been popping up in Alabama. Okay, like I said, the whole nation is going crazy. Pig butchering traditionally is thought of as fattening up the pig to get him ready for the slaughter. And in a financial sense, well, schemes do that. That's what schemes do to us, the ones that we're seeing. The fraudster is fattening up the investor victim. Amanda Sen, director of Alabama Securities Commission. Scammers are then swiping the money after building relationships with their victims through social media. Do we actually have people who think that social media is akin to actually meeting people? Really? I mean, it's a good introduction. But you don't even know if the person you're looking at is the real person. You don't have a clue. In Alabama, we've heard victims being told that this fraudster has connections with an investment advisor that has access to wealth and other platforms. The victim is often then directed to a website that appears to be trading platform for cryptocurrency. Victims can typically invest 2 or 3 times with success. It seems that the website is legitimate, but the scammer is playing a long game. Sometimes for months before going in on the cheap. The fraudster shuts down the website. He or she is taken off with no further contact. And the victim is left with a lot less money in their checking. And they had another one the other day about dogs. People will show you a dog in the newspaper or something like that and say, this dog is interesting. Now, you never really see the dog, but you send them a check so they can hold the dog for you. Okay? Now, he gets the check, and you never hear from him again, or she again. Okay? Now, even when I shop on Amazon, I use a credit card because I can always stop the payment on the credit card. Okay? But why would you send somebody a lot of money for something that you have not physically seen? Okay. Not cash, and listen, and don't send cash out, because sending cash out is just like sending cash. Okay? Don't do it. Stop getting started. We gotta get smarter. And it's not that these crooks are smart, we just act like dumb sometimes. I'm just saying, you might want to think twice about doing that kind of thing. Now, move right along. The other thing, we got all kinds of scams out there. We got these cards we can buy in the store, I guess, and um, give people these cards with money on them. And then all of a sudden you buy the card, there ain't no money on it, you ought to pay. That's what I'm saying. Now, the Amnesty International is interested in a case in Montgomery, Alabama, and it is the case of Rocky Meyer. Okay, in a window into what is so much wrong with the death penalty in this country. The 53-year-old who has an intellectual disability was saddled with an incompetent lawyer. Okay, convicted on the evidence from a key witness who has since recanted their testimony. So they recanted their testimony, and yet this guy still sits on death row. Okay? I don't understand that. And sentenced to death a judge who imposed a death sentence against the jury's wishes. Okay? Now he's one of the 175 prisoners that are actually on death row in Alabama, despite all the faults of his case, and with absolutely no evidence of tying him to the scene of the crime. At least this is what I'm being told. Okay, I'm just kind of worried about that. The Supreme Court has ruled that defendants with intellectual disabilities like Rocky face a special risk of wrongful execution. We saw how that played out in Rocky's trial and conviction, which was riddled with problems that should never have led to a conviction, let alone the death sentence. Okay? Interesting. Good morning, who's this? Good morning.
I want to hear Notre Dame football players.
Well, that just goes to show you can go to a big school and still be dumb. No, the girlfriend thing. Yeah. I said, well, no, we go give him some grace because he's from Samoa. He didn't really know, all the things that went on in the mainland. Well, listen, brother, I can tell you right now, we got guys to go to the local club and can't figure out it's not a man. I don't know. Oh. Yeah. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. No, it isn't. We got people who have gone to our public schools for years and come up with some of the greatest inventions known to mankind. And yeah, yes, absolutely. This one, and I understand that people tell me as parents, well, I got to tell you, my mama couldn't come to the school, and when I was messing up, but that doctor, Mr. Wellborn, you never forget the guy who puts the wood on his name. 50 years ago, he put the wood on me, and I got to tell you something. His name has been imprinted in my brain ever since, and I wasn't about to get that wood again. So, yeah. Yeah, see? And you remember her name also. See, everybody, handling works. It's been working for a long time. It's going to work another time. But too many women on the school board, too many women in politics, and now we can't town anymore. And I listened to a seminar yesterday. They said that too many boys in public school have been diagnosed with ADHD because they just boys. Boys will be boys. Boys like to play. Boys like to fight. Boys like to do all kind of rambunctious things. But what we do is we diagnose them with ADHD, give them a pill, and 10 years from now they're in jail. Yeah. They suffer from the same disease. Yeah. All right. You can appreciate it. I should run for the school board. It will never be the same. Of course, I only got one vote. But I'd raise so much hell up there, they'd have to listen to me. Okay, next time the school board runs, I'm running. If I ain't too old. Yeah. 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 Santa Claus.
Well, yesterday, day before that, this time of year, I always volunteer to play Santa Claus at the nursing home.
Okay.
So I got two parties today. I got 10 and the 2 at Crown Nursing Home. I had 2 yesterday at Crown. So I do this every day.
What's your party?
From my buddy the elf.
No. The Black Santa.
Oh, Black Santa.
Yeah. I do. That's Black Santa.
What was you? I thought I was going here to help you.
Oh.
You want to go with me?
That's okay. I'm not. I don't believe in Santa Claus. I never have.
You don't believe in Santa?
No.
That's not the problem.
Yes.
You do not believe in Santa.
Okay. So some guy who don't know me gonna come down my chimney and leave me something on the floor.
They always did it for me. When I was a kid, did you not get Santa Claus didn't bring you anything when you were a kid?
No, because my mother said, don't be giving credit to a white guy coming down the chimney. Give me the credit because I'm just doing all the work. So I said, okay, we good.
Yeah, there's no proof of like nobody gonna say that. Yeah, that's a big job.
That's why you use the chimney
Well,
it could be.
It could be.
Yeah, I'm not getting Chinese.
Exactly. So,
you like Santa in my family?
I've seen some not like me that are impersonating some.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen the real, but I have seen some real people who.
I had a friend of mine. Went to a store. Like that.
Yeah.
Picked up a Black Santa. He got the most strangest looks in the store. And then now black folks start looking at him too. So the guy said, hell, I can't win. If I go in the store and get a white Santa, then y'all gonna look at me like, you know what they'd say. And then the brother gets a black Santa, and now they figure he's making fun of him.
Well, when I was at school, we had black and white Santa. Little guys. For years, I had a black Santa, and I always brought it out at Christmas. I don't know where it is. Somebody stole my black Santa.
But you don't know it.
Yeah. In my neighborhood,
I didn't say who lives there, but that's different than putting the black Santa on your yard. Okay. Okay, let me call them. Give me a number to them. Let's call them right now.
Okay.
Yeah, let's call them right now.
Let's call them right now.
Yeah, let's call them right now.
Wilson Post is one of them.
Okay. Let me tell them to call the show and tell us.
I promise you, they will not complain.
They won't complain to you.
No, they won't complain to anybody. You know why? I feel about blow ups in my yard. It looks like Griswold Christmas. And they don't complain about that. Yeah, these inflatables. Oh, no, that's right. It's like inflatables, all the lights and all that. They don't complain about that. When you come down our street,
do you have one black blow up in your yard?
I don't have any black blow up in my yard. Well, I've got like Rudolph. I don't know what's called Rudolph. Well, I guess I do have it. Okay. And Santa Claus, I got a Frosty.
Yeah. The brother don't want to be around snow.
But I've got like different. I've got some saltwater
character one day.
Yeah, that's true. No, that's what you say. I can stand. I'm a Star Trek. I can't have it. I can't have it. Come on, who's this? Yes. No, doesn't every city have private school? One, at least one or two. Who don't?
They got Broward system that American.
I would imagine every school system has one. Yeah, church school. Homeschool would be considered. Homeschool would be considered like a private school. It's about discipline though. Yeah. They'll put your butt out, is what. Well, when I first got here, my oldest boy came home one day and he said, I said, we didn't share. He said, they don't care what we, and this is what he told me, and I found he was telling the truth. He said they would teach them to read fast, but they didn't care much about the comprehension or the retaining the information that they got. So reading fast is not that important. Wait a minute. I went to the school and asked the question because I could not believe my child said that. I don't know, but reading fast is not as important as reading well. Okay. And I was spell calculus, so I totally missed that. But you don't need to know calculus in order to make a decent living. Exactly. If you want to be an engineer. Exactly. I don't know. I think we got AI coming. I think pretty soon we won't need them. Yeah. And that's another thing too. Everybody don't need to go to college. Mhm. Oh, listen, I think if you have the wherewithal to do it, fine. But you don't. There are a lot of plumbers who make good money. Yeah. Then you the guy that need to go to college. First of all, I didn't want to get my feet on that stuff. Hey, yeah, well, I went another route there. Okay, I didn't know. I didn't really. Yeah, I appreciate it. I don't want to be a plumber. Actually, if I didn't know what a plumber makes back in the day, I did. No, no, it. So I saw you this morning on a WSFA to extol virtues and progress the county of Montgomery. Uh, Even you brought up the water park, saying it was paying dues. Now there's some people out here who believe certainly it's not paying dues, but I still say it's better than another slave factory. I mean another slave. Not that I got anything against honoring those people, but we need something to bring people to get together. So how is the county?
The county's doing really, really well. We've had another really good year. Got 4 people up. That means that people are
spending money in Montgomery County. So it's been a really, really good 2023 as we continue to kind of rebound from the COVID year. So things are going good. You mentioned Whitewater, and exciting things are going on at Whitewater. I'm waiting on my good buddy to call me. I know he's got to be out there. Where you at, Kyle? I'm sitting here. I'm so disappointed. I've been out here about 10 minutes. You haven't called me yet to tell me about the scam or the lines or everything else. I've been waiting on you to call me. He sent me a text last week and he said, where's all the Olympic trials? Where's all the Olympic athletes and all that? I said, oh, I got 10 out there today. We had 10 Olympic style rafters out there practicing. These are the people with their name on the side, with the USA flag on the side of the kayak. These are the people that will be helping us this summer. We had the head coach. Okay. Assistant. USA rafting team skill with their athletes. We've got a huge announcement coming up in January the 4th. I won't share today, but it's very, very impactful event from Montgomery, Alabama. We're coming the week after the youth club. We have 2 weekends in a row of something very, very important here. Whitewater continues to look at economic development, but most things can't reveal yet. Those people on the water.
Now, I was an article in the newspaper about one of the restaurants out there that wanted to change their strategy from the food percent, which is good. Montgomery, Alabama, I want a burger on the fly and some fries. I don't want to sit down with people with and go to the restaurant and keep moving. You don't think about food and other, you get on a redefine what we do. Well, my stuff is on screen now. Great he has become involved with eating, restaurant deals like that. And he's changing things around to make it more successful, make it more customer friendly. Like you said, used to come out and there's a good restaurant. Now, as you go to restaurants, now you're seeing the canvas that you go in and you order, and then you go sit and you go in the food. You go to McDonald's now, or whoever it is, very rarely you talk to a person, you go to the kiosk and do it. So it just makes it much more efficient and allows the food to get to you quicker and good morning.
Man, Merry Christmas. Okay, no, I got to hear this. I find it hard to believe. Well, can I ask you something? Well, hang on, so I want to ask you something. Oh, the world famous chef? Oh, you're talking about a meal of the guy that's a world famous chef that we have? Let me ask you something. I got to ask you something. Let me ask you something. The finish right now is cold out there. Let me ask you something. I got to ask you. You said, okay, what is the attendance? Well, last week, I'll just give you last week. They had 10 Olympic athletes out there last week. The trials. How much did they pay to come? Well, I've got announcements that's coming in January after. How much are they going to pay to train out there? Well, how much of those? How much? They're not going to pay. They're not going to pay. They're going to pay the same amount. They can pay the same amount that all these. Can I answer one question before you get to the next one? Give me one at a time.
Well, so we got to go to a break now. It's been all that time.
You got to call back.
Yeah. Well, I got to go. I got a line full of food. Well,
no,
yeah.
Hold on. I got to talk to you. You know, I find it hard to believe that. Yeah.
I got to go to a break. I'm already late.
Family driven on News Radio 1440.
You're saving clearance. You can save up to 60% on select mattresses. Plus, score a free adjustable base on qualifying purchases. Here's to
well, we got I'm gonna get me my 501c13 redone next year, so y'all give me some money for my helping hand thing. Y'all giving everybody else money in town.
Well.
Trinidad State is now offering.
You think that's a good policy though for the city to get involved? I know it's taxpayers' money, but you think it's a good use of money?
What's that?
For the city and the county to give money to citizen organizations.
You talking about? Well, you talking about like charities?
Yeah.
One hand, I say.
Turn up your radio. Here's the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
Donors. Because I know that what's the name of place, Matt, they do an outstanding job. They do an outstanding job.
You can look at Ken Austin and say, hey, we have people come to us, and I'll make it. I thought they give you a budget.
He's not going to care what Joe Biden thinks. He's not going to care what any nation thinks.
You know, they've got many of them have a CFO
as he should. And his number one partner
executive
doing
officer
this
making
ought to be the United States,
They
but
got
it's
a
not.
assistant
And
making
even the amount of
70.
money Joe had spent,
Secretary making
$80 million.
I never have thought about making money.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, well.
Meanwhile, we have people from countries that hate our guts pouring into the country.
Check out the Sean Hannity radio show later today, right here.
More than 200 fire department jurisdictions trust the Knox entry system to provide secure access to buildings, elevators, and control rooms when seconds matter. Now, businesses, schools, airports, several industrial applications are also using Knox entry to manage controlled access and authorize surface activity for critical assets. Knox entry allows you to develop a customized access strategy complete with an audit trail and rapid flexibility. Just go to knox.com for more information. That's KNOX.com.
Online consultation and appropriate instructions pricing website.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper, and you can get it online? Go to hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. To start your free online visit, go to hims.com/joy. That's HIMS.com. The number of times we got experts on this year around burnout, and all the things we talked about overspending, these cookware kitchen things solves all those problems that number one can help me through because it's fun, and there's nothing better for my mental health than at the end of my day, putting on some music and just having to chop carrots. You know what I mean? Find out more by searching the Beth and Benjamin's podcast. Wherever you listen.
How does the county of Montgomery get away from a constitutional obligation that's in the Alabama Constitution, and that is to provide a hospital for the maintenance of the poor? That's in the Alabama Constitution.
Well, we do that. About 30% of the people that go to the emergency room now are injured.
But that's not a county hospital.
No, but it's not. We don't have a county hospital.
But the Constitution says you're supposed to have one.
Yeah, but how many counties have a hospital?
I didn't make the Constitution. Y'all did.
Oh no, but you know that is. I mean, I don't want to talk about it on there, but Jackson's suffer.
Yeah, they are. But they suffer because a lot of people going out there with no.
They got no insurance, no pay.
But I thought Obamacare was supposed to handle all that.
30% of the people going to the emergency room in Jackson today have no insurance, no money. and you can't turn them away.
No,
You know, if you and I go down here to farmers market to eat lunch,
but
that's turn us away.
But isn't that why the Constitution provides that there be a county hospital?
I don't know about that.
You'll get a free medical consultation.
I hope not.
But
But you know, but Jackson really needs to fall under healthcare authority, probably.
At up to 95%.
I'm in right in the
That's right.
middle
Get
of all that.
generic for Viagra. The
I
same
mean, I
active
know,
ingredient as brand name
unfortunately, I
Viagra,
can
but
tell you
for
up and down on
95%
everything, but
less. It's the
They
same
got
medication,
some
still
struggles. I
prescribed
mean,
by
a lot of,
licensed
but
medical
all
provider
hospitals
with
are
zero
struggling.
copay, no expensive
And
appointments,
why? I
no
thought.
awkward
Well,
face-to-face
I'll say
conversations. To start
COVID
your free
hurt.
online
It
visit, you
did.
need to go to this exclusive
But that put more people in the hospital, didn't it?
Yeah, but boy, they can't pay.
for your free online visit.
I thought that. I heard the government was giving $10,000 per patient.
We're not, I don't know who that is, but reimbursement from the insurance company.
Yeah.
Travel nurses cost them, everything costs them.
And we are back. It takes more calls because I went way long, so I got to take a couple of these questions and then go to another break because I was talking too much. Good morning. Pretty good. Okay.
Okay, yeah, I can answer. Let me address the first one you said, and I appreciate you saying that. You know, people expect you to have a whitewater or whatever it is and start making money from day one. If there's somebody out there today that has a idea or a plan and they can guarantee me from day one that they're going to make money and be profitable day one, then I will fund your business and we'll get started together as business partners. I've had businesses. It does not happen within the first day, the first month. Most of the time, it takes 2 to 3 years before you make money, but a lot of people don't understand that. I'm glad you do. Camellia Bowl, the city and the county both partnered together to help the Camellia Bowl. It's an ESPN ball game. It's going to be shown nationally.
Do they pay us anything?
Do they pay us?
ESPN, yeah.
To come here?
Yeah.
Yeah, they pay us with free advertisement, free exposure across this country. The whole world's tuned in. Yeah, we got 3 ESPN ball games. You know, we had the Red Tail, we had the Kickoff Classic. Kickoff Classic was the first game of the season to kick off the whole football season. Everybody is ready for football. That was the first game. Okay. Red Tail Classic, historically huge. And now the Camellia Bowl, which the Camellia Bowl is in the top 10 of the bowls as far as viewership and all that. Okay. So we've been very, very blessed to have ESPN here, but no, they don't pay us to come here. No, it's a great opportunity for us.
All right. Good morning. Who's this?
You got echo.
Turn your radio down. Turn your radio down. Yeah, man. Mm-hmm.
Hey, yeah, you can make some with that now. Yeah.
Yeah, well, do you live in Montgomery? Well, your taxes just increased in October to go towards schools.
And everybody owns property
Yeah.
is going up. And we got $9 billion education budget for the state of Alabama. Not 9 million, 9 billion. They got plenty of money.
Hey, hey, let me cut you off for 1 second because I know Kevin's pressed for time. It sounds like you're a very intelligent man. Let me ask you a question. Are your kids when they were little, 2, 3, 4 years old? Maybe you and your wife? It sounds like you have a family and a wife and a family. Did you ever spend any time reading with those kids? Okay, that's where the problem is. Your kids, my kids, Kevin's kids. Yeah, I mean, people keep saying
it's part of it. But
no. Okay, well, wait a minute. Let me ask you this.
I don't think that's the essential part.
I don't think so.
No.
What you think? Wait a minute. Let me ask you this. You think that little child, white or black, little boy, that gets to land here in Montgomery, or goes to college, was just born smart?
No, but I do
What's the
believe.
common denominator?
Okay, I hear what you're saying, but
What's the common denominator?
when they see you in jail, they don't care whether or not you had good parents. When you go to school, school is supposed to encourage discipline, chaos, and out of chaos and order.
Hey, hold on. You laugh all the time over the time. Just make a thing. When you go to prison, how many of those people in prison grew up in a two-parent home with the parents are rich? This man on the phone I'm talking to, this kid's go to prison. Probably you've got some that's in poverty level. Parent, mom having to work 2 jobs.
That's an excuse. And folks have always done that.
But at some point, we have got to address that problem.
Why is it that every college football team can employ whatever discipline he needs to make winners?
Now, I'm 100%.
Okay.
I'm 100% with you on that, Kevin. Look at value cost.
Yes.
Those kids are value cost. No, they're not coming. Parents.
Let me ask you a question. Chase, let me ask you a question. Do we, as a society, have an obligation to introduce discipline to wayward kids when they're not getting it home?
Yes.
Okay, exactly. And the school is the first place. Okay.
Well, it should be.
And if they don't get it at the house, the only other place they're gonna get it, besides school, is jail and prison. It is what it is. I got a pal in school. I need it.
Yeah, and like I said, if you're not getting that home, a lot of kids don't. These kids go to Valiant Cross. Unfortunately, a lot of them come from single parents. You got a mom and grandma doing the best they can, but there's no father. One thing, we don't have real men anymore in Montgomery. That's the biggest challenge we have. But if you're not getting it, yeah, exactly. But if you're not getting it,
Amen.
Well, we are paying. I mean, we are paying. I don't know if all that thinking is necessary. I don't know if all that thinking is necessary. You know, listen, I go right ahead. I gotta go. That's it. I get it. And I totally agree, but I gotta go to the last break. We'll be back.
They either get it at home, other parents, and that should be the first.
Should be the first.
But the reality is, you've got a lot of foreign members out there that ain't gonna be.
But
if they don't get it,
then you gotta get it. You gotta get it at school. That's just.
You can bang it across.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I mean, they got $1 million for one of the best schools in
the country.
And
And that award is for children who come out of tough situation. Yeah.
And I prove to my kids in my situation. What is the difference? Why are they excelling?
Because they employ discipline, rule, and chart and order. That's what they do.
And expectation.
And you go, and the magnitude of the schools. So what's the difference?
And I'm telling you, like, they sit in the morning.
Yeah.
Those kids, Viking Cross, right now, 8:50 in the morning, they have 3 men, look them in the eye, shake their hand, and say, I love you. Yeah.
Y'all understand why we got too many damn women on the school board. Okay. And we got too many women for a long time. Men are naturally aggressive, assertive, and don't take no crap. Women want to hug you, and that's just a time and a place for all that hugging and loving all the time. Yeah, but you get a boy's respect by power.
You're right.
But you get his obedience by you get his respect by power, and then you can love him, and they'll love you.
I had a coach when I was in high school, junior high school. He slammed me up against the rock. He grabbed me right here.
Yeah,
Slammed me against the locker. And this guy called me right now. He lived in Oklahoma. I'd walk over there. I'd leave right here and walk. I had to go.
Yeah, one of them too.
That's what it meant. You know, I had a local politician call me the other night. But we could see that guys that I like to put liberties out front of this and have a quick conversation. I said, damn, people shoot each other. They ain't coming to the press conference.
But I do believe that our city council and our county commissioners, and every once in a while y'all do this, but I do believe we need to make, I mean, yeah, I just don't want to I'm going to say we're going to be
you're damn right.
But we need to, but the council, we're going to put our ankle up your ass. Okay, because we need somebody to at least portray a strong force.
There's no consequence.
Doesn't seem to be.
They don't think there's one. And there's one time our judges are too damn mean.
I think doing Michigan's baseball game this summer, we should grab people out and say, you want to take a pilot in front of everybody, we'll let that in jail. If you end up a drunk drive, something like that. Just lay on that bench like they do in Singapore. Bam. That's what happened.
But my buddy, no.
That's a guy.
Oh, he'll be texting. I'm sure.
Yeah, he will.
Other times he'll be texting. Bless his heart. He says he texts all the time. How much money y'all making out there? How many people are out there? And I'm like, oh, damn. Yeah, now something like comes up this 40 years to blow people away, and all those people involved in it are world-class kayakers. They love whitewater. Now they're not coming to support the white. It's sure as hell will.
Yeah.
This makes a difference. You ain't looking at the first thing you lose. If you look at what happened with
so it's a police department. those five work. I mean, it's a service. But eventually it will.
Like you said, what one of those guys is paying, one of those Olympic people paying to come to Olympics to park and practice at the park. I mean, one of those people this week coming to the community board of football, they're not really paying to come play football here. I mean, but they're paying for us to have that. You can pay for that advertising in ESPN like that.
Yeah, we should do that.
That's one thing we do good. I mean, we're good at ESPN.
Yeah, we got think about that. Okay, we're back. I was trying to get my music together there. We don't have a whole lot of time left, but we want to thank our commissioner for coming up here, spending some time with us, and extolling the virtues of good management, I guess. Because we really don't hear much. Although we don't hear much of you guys. Actually, we really don't hear much from our county commissioners at all on public airways. You and Sankey, everybody, and I know what's name's not running again. I guess they've already planned who's going to take her place.
Well, they got 1 to 3 people who have qualified to run for that.
Yeah, I should have.
So it's election time, after the Christmas, after New Year's, you got 3 months before the primary, so I would expect you to have a lot on the county side.
When was the last day?
To qualify?
Yeah.
About a month ago.
Y'all lucky.
Yeah.
Y'all lucky I didn't know. I
purposely didn't let you know because I did not want you running against me.
Yeah,
But I'd had to vote for you.
Yeah.
And Don would have voted for you. I wonder who Don would have voted for between you and I. Who would he vote for?
Well, he probably.
No, I want to know that, Don. Who would you vote for? Elkins or me?
Yeah, he probably voted for me because he could complain even more.
Yeah, maybe.
But you just tell the next city council meeting you tell everybody on the county commission and you tell them they're lucky I forgot the date.
Forgot the date. Well, you can do it again 4 years from now.
I may be old. I may be like Biden. I don't remember what the new number. Anyway, thank you for coming. We'll see you tomorrow, folks. And don't forget, after tomorrow, I'm going to the 1st of January. So let's have fun.
Well, I'll guarantee he's calling me, texting me, and all that in the car. That's why I didn't bring it up here. I don't know who
News Radio 14.
Oh, did he text you already? Did he text you already?
No, he texted my other phone. My family phone. He's blowing it up. I listened before. I didn't have to